Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my GregBlock series. Today, it's time to check out the assembly line multi-block. Set it up last episode, finally got that. Took a lot of crafting and a lot of steps, but today we are gonna start using it and see how it works. So one of the first things I'm going to actually need to do here is I want to get the LV machine hull. I don't necessarily need it right now, but it will open the quests in the LuV line. So this just needs a casing, and I can probably set this recipe up. I am actually running out of, I think I did run out of, I have one more slot left, so I'm going to have to kill some withers and open that up. So I can do 8 more interfaces, but we will add this one to plate bending machine. So put that back. And 7. Alright, there we go. And then it should use, oh, I'm out of patterns. Alright, so there is the LuV machine casing. And that's, would kind of like it right next to this. Let me put this down. Just makes it easier to find. Yeah. Okay. So we will craft one of those. Now the next thing I need to do is a new type of wire here. And that is the vanadium gallium cable. Now this requires a couple steps. First I need this vanadium gallium, which is that, which is a gallium ingot and 3 vanadium ingots, and you get 4, which is actually pretty cool. But to get this, I need vanadium dust in the blast furnace. So vanadium, I have a bunch of vanadium magnetite, thankfully, so let's start getting this set up. So 1 vanadium dust, and hopefully, since this is sped up quite a lot, it's not going to be too bad. Now, the only problem with this is yeah, I haven't decided how I'm going to do this. I'm just auto-outputting the hot ingots, which is a real pain to set up, because as soon as I put this in, I start taking damage. So it almost kills me like every time. And I pulled it in. Okay, I'm full of recipes here. I might need to go underneath. So I'll probably need to put an interface underneath that. I do have another one. Alright, but what I'm going to do is, technically, I'm skipping a step here in this recipe. Vanadium dust to hot ingot, then hot ingot to the ingots, but I'm just automatically putting the hot ingots in. So I'm just going to do a 1-to-1, even though there is a step in between. Need memory card. So I need to, let's see, how many, alright, I have enough channels, that's cool. So we'll put that there. I can put this in there and connect that. And I think we're good over here. I'm gonna set up a new, yeah, I'm at 29 channels, so I'm probably gonna set up a new, I'm gonna do that right now actually. Where did I put that? I thought I had the P2P. P2P network. Alright. So I need 3 of these, right? So let's craft 2 of those, and hopefully that should, yep, put them in there, and then as soon as these are done, it should automatically put it in the, let's just double check, and that should turn on. And there, it turned on. Okay, perfect. And do I have gallium ingots? I do. So the next thing is, I think it was 3, right? Yeah, 3 vanadium, 1 gallium, and that equals, that'll equal 4. And then I'll do the same. This technically goes to a hot ingot, but I will just skip that step. Alright, so now that's cooking up. That's going to take about a minute, not even. But I'm going to set up a new P2P tunnel here. And this is going to be the last one. Since this has 7 channels, I can't add any more of these on here. Let's do that. Yep. Alright, so this has 8. The P2P network on this side has 8 channels, so I can't add it anymore. But what I'm going to do is shift right click that one, and I don't know, let's do, it doesn't really matter here. I don't know. Let's do that side. Alright. So now this should have put, yes, that puts some more channels on here. Just kind of spreads them out a little bit. Anyway, let's go check the ingots. There's the 4 hot vanadium ingots. Let me just make sure I'm healed up. I really should get a wireless. I should do that. Wireless AE so I can stand right next to that. You can also do hot ingot to cold ingot and then put an interface on the vacuum freezer, but I'm just doing it this way. And I actually got the quest there by holding those, not even thinking about that. So there's the hot vanadium gallium ingot, then it cools down. This is relatively fast, which is cool. Maybe I'll speed that up. Maybe I'll hook it up to the IV. It's only on HV, I think it's running on. So there's the vanadium gallium, and then it should be a 4th, so there we go. And then I will put that in that one. Now the next is that. And then I will put which one is, that's my wire mill. There is the wire, so 1 to 2 like all the other ones. And I think this one's actually getting full, yeah. I was kind of trying to keep it a little bit organized, but I don't think it matters really. Alright, so vanadium. So that is that, and then the next is this. I'm only going to do one so I can just double check that the recipes are working, and then this will go in the assembler. Which one has? That one has rubber. Alright, and I might actually look into getting more efficient rubber, silicon rubber, or something else. I haven't quite decided yet which way I'm going to go with that. So there is the wire. Wait, no, not that one. I need the cable. Wire, cable. And that will go in this assembly machine. Alright. So let's do one more cable. And then last but not least in this process is that. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use this, but did I get credit for that? I did. Here's the cable. LV machine hull is the last one, and no, this one. Polyethylene. And that should be the final one. Yep, there is the LV machine hull. I got credit for the quest. And I'm gonna put this to autocraft. I don't know how much I'm gonna use that one, but anyway. So that should entirely be 100% automated. Except for the chrome, which I'm actually, I just don't know how much of these I'm going to actually use, to be honest. Does it use it in the fusion reactor? Which it doesn't look like it's used in the fusion reactor. So I don't know if I'm going to actually set up the auto crafting that far with the chrome and everything, because I don't know if I'm going to need it. But anyway, let's move on to the assembly line machine. I actually need osmium. Let's craft, I don't know, 12 of these. Is this still going? No, that's done. I use the titanium if I want the titanium tetrachloride, but it doesn't finish because I can't get it to recognize that. So I just do like 100. It'll make 100 buckets worth, but it just doesn't recognize it, so I just cancel it. Alright, I totally just forgot what I was doing. Alright, the osmium cables. I just totally just blanked there. Alright, now, in theory, these input hatches, in theory, pull 2 amps each, but I have noticed, while testing other things, that it doesn't appear for the machines that they are pulling more than 1 amp. So we will test it on this. And if that's the case, then I will add another battery buffer. Oh, not a battery buffer. Another input hatch I will add. So we will see if that works. All right. That should be getting power, which it is. Let me just I mean, it's pretty obvious which cable that is, but I don't like to take any chances. So let's just get this all colored green. All right, there we go. So if we look at the LuV motor, which should be opened up, that quest, I can complete. What is this behind? All right, that is actually behind something. Oh, probably because I need those cables for the recipe, which is okay. I don't know, we'll put that there. So let's look at the recipe for this motor. The next tier up. So for this motor, I'm going to need 4 stacks of annealed copper wire. Now I should be able to craft this. So let's... 4 stacks is 256. So let's get that going. And let's see. Now that should be relatively quick. Yeah. Creating the annealed, so that's good. Alright, so those are the stacks. The next thing I need, long SSG rod. Now I can't... Yes, I can... I'm just curious how much do I really need to set up auto crafting for all this? I don't really know how much I'm going to need of it. But yeah, for now I think I'm just going to kind of wait and see. We'll have the machine casing set up, but I don't know if I'm going to auto craft all this, because I'm not going to be going through every single tier here. So we'll just kind of play by ear. Alright, so SSG rod, I only need, I need 2 of those. I should get the steel, I should autocraft the steel though. That should be one thing I should set up, but I'll set that up in between episodes. And these can be... do I have a forge hammer? I can't remember. Oh, over here. Yeah. So this will compress them down into the long rods. Right? Where did it... Oh, I'll probably put it in here. Yep. Alright, so let's put this aside. There we go. How's the annealed copper going? Look at that, we already got it. We need a long magnetic neodymium rod. So neodymium. Probably these. I'm assuming, I don't know. The long one is just... Okay, so you can just put... Yeah, you have to you have to do these first, so I can actually do... It's smelting up. It's going to take a second. And should pull that right in. No, vanadium doesn't need to be cooled. Alright, so there's that. But I actually need 2 of these. So let's do that. That'll polarize it. Smash those together. And that's that. Now this one, let's take a look at this. So, wire mill, there is actually a quest. It's probably be easier just to see what this says. It's made from 3 elements, so I'm guessing those 3 elements. So I need to make that ingot. And I think this is used in quite a lot of stuff later on. Alright, so barium. Let's see, I don't think I have any of this stuff, to be honest. No. Where is this from? Okay, so that's kind of obvious that it comes from that. Alright, so I'm guessing it's one of these. Nope. One of these. Where does this come from? Pulverizer? No. I am missing something here. Centrifuge. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is how you get yttrium. All these different things. So rare earth is actually centrifuged from, or electrolyzed from, monazonite, which is actually one of the very first things I actually got. So I'm probably gonna, I'll set all this up to autocraft. In between episodes though. I'm not going to... Alright, which one was it again? Yttrium was the small, yeah. Alright. So I need... It's only 25% chance, but that should be 100% chance with that. So let's... Rare earth, let's check this out. Yeah, it's like 100%. So there is our... I don't know how to say that. Yttrium? I don't know. And the other thing I need is this barium dust. Barium is gotten from barite. I should have a lot of barite. Yeah. Let's just pulverize all that. And I got it. How did I electrolyte 6 of them? And I need actually 2, I think it was. Let's get that out. That one's actually a bit slower. And that should give me, yeah, this. So I'm going to set up these recipes, I think. I'm going to need a new centrifuge too, I think. Not sure yet though. Nope, that's not how I want that. There we go. Crafting pattern. Ooh, I'm actually out of space. Let me build some more of these. It's going to take me some time. I got to kill a wither and get some more nether stars. So let me do that and we'll be back. Alright, right in the middle of crafting, I had skeleton horses spawn, which I thought was pretty funny from a thunderstorm. Just thought I'd show that off. Alright, so I set up another batch of 8 molecular assemblers and 8 interfaces, and connected them. So, getting pretty full on my channels over here. Also, in between episodes, well, not episodes, while I was cut, I set up another star farm. Basically, just have the wither builder from Industrial 4 going underneath, being fed soul sand and wither skulls. Let me go grab some soul sand really quick and show this off. I needed this because I need nether stars for the molecular assemblers, and I didn't feel like whacking nethers with my sword. So right here, with the soul sand and the wither skulls in here, Should go down there, spawn the Wither. The Mob Crusher from Industrial Foregoing with a range add-on will kill the Wither. And it will give me my Nether Stars. It actually does get Fluid Essence too, so I'm using that. And then I'm pulling the items out. So I'm keeping Nether Stars and the Infinity booster cards. I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to need, but hey, why not? So it sounds like it's breaking. Did it break? I don't know if that was breaking. Was it breaking torches? I'm not sure. But anyway, so that is getting me Nether Stars, and then the Fluid Mob Essence is being fed back into this, getting me more Wither Skulls if I need. Let me just double check what that sound was, because it sounded like torches were breaking, which I don't see any. Anyway, moving on. My random skeleton horses walking around. So I got the, what was it, Ethereum? I don't know, let's do, okay, not that much, 4. Alright, and then this just gets thrown in here, I believe, right? Yeah. So we'll put one of those in. Can I turn this off? No, I don't think I can. Alright. It's not the fastest, but we'll put the rest in there. I want to see if I can grab this and then put it right in the export bus, which is actually filling up. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with this when I have too many ingots, because there's more than 9 ingots. Alright. And I actually got the quest completed while doing that. So do that, and then we should get the ingots. In theory. In theory. There. I don't know why that wasn't getting pulled out. That was weird. So 1 to 1. Quartz glass. I really need to get the alloy smelter set up with auto crafting, because I have quite a few alloy recipes that I need. And which one? There we go. And then it should just be the normal wire mill. And that. Ah, come on. So 1 ingot to that, and then should just be, should have more in, if it's working correctly. Yep, there they are. So perfect. So 2 wires, 1 ingot, done this plenty of times now. And then 1 wire should be I actually got to put it in the machine because I can't. I wish you could shift click the recipes in, but you cannot. Yeah, I should really look into better rubber. It uses like a quarter of the amount. And there we go. So let's... Didn't I? Oops. That is not the right thing. They look so similar. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's that one. There we go. So let's... Not that. 10? Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I'll do that in between episodes. Alright, so there we go. So the motor. So there is the cables. Let's... Is it crafting the other one? Did I do the wrong one? It's so hard to tell which is the cable and which is not. Alright, and that goes in there. So what else are we missing? We have that, we have that, we have that. Alright, we have everything, it looks like. Now I need lubricant and soldering alloy. Now, I think for this episode, I'm just going to, let's see if I can remember where this stuff is. I'm just going to put it in manually. So, unfortunately these, if they're stacked, they don't work. But if they're just one of them, they do. Which I've noticed a couple different times on different things. So I need, what did I need? Soldering alloy, which I don't have any. And this is another alloy recipe that I need to get automated, so definitely is the next. It's definitely going to be the next thing that I upgrade and automate. Because this isn't exactly fast either. I'm noticing I am full on channels with this line. I'm going to have to split this up. Maybe come out and around and split this. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Alright, so there's a soldering alloy. I can't remember if did I set that up, or is that just a... No, it's just an import bus. Alright, soldering alloy, lubricant, which is enough. So we'll just do that in there, that in there. Alright. Now for all this. Now what you do with the assembly line is, and we'll get this all automated, but input bus, one there, one there, one stack in there, one stack in there. Let me just double check. Then the rods, wires, and cables. And there we go, they disappeared. Let us see if this is running. It is running. I don't know how much power it's pulling. Let's go check. Yeah. So that is draining really, really fast because it's pulling, I don't know what, 10,000 or something is the recipe. I can't. Yeah, it's using 10,000 EU per tick. Alright, so that does work with one energy input hatch. It will pull. The IV would only do 8192, but it's pulling, since the hatches can pull 2 amps, it is actually pulling. So that's good to know. And then at the very back, we will get the motor. So there we go. That is our first crafting component of the ludicrous voltage. I think that's what it stands for. Ludicrous voltage. Insane, ludicrous. Ultimate, I think. Alright, so that feels pretty good. We finally got that. Now there is a new thing that was just added, and this is automating these large patterns. And I don't know how this works. This is totally new. But we will get into that next episode, so we will automate the assembly line. And I'm going to definitely probably do this in between episodes, but I think I'm going to expand this to 16 buffers because I did notice the how do you spell it? Lapotronic. There we go. So we're using the Lapotronic energy orbs, tier 5. The next step up is tier 6, which it's not too bad to use 8 of these and 16. No, this is too bad until you realize it needs europium. And to get europium, we're going to need a fusion reactor. So that is definitely coming up sooner than later. But I'm going to expand this to 16 slots, I think, so I can hold as much EU as possible. So 1.6 billion EU. But that's going to be for next episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.